low post, mid post, high post, Postgame Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We back in the building. Postgame Sports with the WTP Sports Dudes, my homies. How y'all doing tonight? I got Rob of the WTP Sports Dudes. What it do?
Man, I'm glad to be here tonight. I'm feeling good, man. I took the children on a field trip today. I'm so tired, but listen, I'm glad to be able to be on this podcast tonight, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got my man, One Take Zaya, the One Take Zaya podcast. How you doing tonight, homie?
But we in the building. You know what I mean? Like we never left.
Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, these folks that you see on your screen are some of the finest sports analysts you will find right here on YouTube. So let's get right into it, fellas. We got a lot of news today and through the week talking about the college football expansion to 24 teams. Dabo taking shots at the Irish from on top of the roof. You got the Lakers and Oklahoma City in the series. Doesn't look too good for the Lakers. The the GMs from the WNBA were polled and asked different questions. We were going to get into that. And my Indianapolis Colts, what are they going to do with Anthony Richardson? A lot of that and more. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right to it, fellas. Do you feel like the right move for college football is to go with 24 teams? Rob, can you jump us off on that, sir?
I sure can, man. I was a fan of the 24 team thing because I wanted to see some matchups that you probably wouldn't ordinarily see in the regular season. I thought 24 could get you that. But after looking at it closely, and you look at what you have to give up in order to get to the 24, I'm totally against 24. 16 should be the cap. I don't want to see 24 because you might have to push the season up, which means you might have to play in some places down south that is freaking super duper 110-degree hot earlier in the if you start the season earlier. And then they just don't seem like they want to get to the point where they stop having these 10-day layoffs in between college football playoff games. I'm like, if you can't get this calendar together, plus you got to give up championship games too, this is too much that you got to give up. Bowl games are going to be affected. They already are weak, and they'll be even weaker if you go to 24. I don't like 24 now that I've looked at it very closely. I love 16, though.
That's interesting. Interesting thoughts. My man, One Take, man. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, man. I like what Rob said, man, and he kind of hit his spot on. And I'm gonna add a couple things to it that I feel like it's down the same alley in the same boat. Why are we going to 24? Because, you know, I was one of the first initial people to really probably be excited about it. I feel like I brought it to Rob initially because really that's a Big Ten idea, and I'm Big Ten. He SEC, you know what I mean? But I was looking at it like recently, and I'm just like, man, that mean Miami and Notre Dame wouldn't have mattered last year. You know, I'm trying to bring what I recently seen, which is last year. Some of these big time marquee matchups you see in the regular season, like Oregon and Penn State, some of these games is not going to start to mean anything. So I'm against it now, man. And 16 is a higher number, and that's probably like the furthest I would go and still be interested. But as a fan of college football, man, I can't do 24. I'm sorry. I might switch over to the NFL. Everybody know college football. That's me. That's my baby. I don't want to switch over to the NFL, but I will. And I think the NFL, I think college football need to learn a lot of things from the NFL, and the NFL understand that their essence is their essence. So college football need to make that same decision about, all right, where do we want to go with this? And I think if they move to 24, man, it's going to be bad for the sport for real.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate y'all thoughts. That was beautiful. And I couldn't agree more with y'all, man. I'm happy that y'all came to this side. I get it. Like, I don't blame anybody for wanting a bigger tournament, right? But the thing is this, man. I want the regular season to mean something. I don't want to see mediocre teams competing for championships. Even if they have less than 10% to win, I don't even want y'all invited. Y'all not even invited to the dance. Keep college football. If you're going to go to 16, I'm cool with that. 12 to 16, I'm cool with that. 24, that's ridiculous. It's out of hand. College football is on fire. It's booming. College football is hot. You don't need, that's like, Rob, you go to a restaurant and you finish your meal and you want some dessert. All you want is a slice of chocolate cake, right? That's all you need to set it off and you good. They bring you back a strawberry cream cheese butter pecan pound cake. That's too much, bro, right? We ain't trying to have no heart attacks.
Right, that's too much.
You can overdo it when you cooking. 24 teams is overdoing it. So keep it at 12 or go to 16. I want to see conference championship games. I want rivalries to still matter. I want to be excited come the weekend after a long work week because I know I got some meaningful football. You dig? Any other closing thoughts, fellas?
Man, that's beautifully said. And I'm glad you keyed in to conference championships, man, because if we see conference championships go, man, I think the sport lied with conference championship, because throughout the year, you got to play so good in a lot of these games, these different games, that's the reason why that game is there in the first place. And that's a chip. Let's not get it twisted. Like, just because you didn't win the national championship, your program didn't have a meaningful year. Because we walk into gymnasiums in basketball, and we walk into stadiums in football, and what do you see hanging? Conference championship banners. So what we gonna do with the last 100 years of conference championship banners? We're gonna throw them in the trash? You know what we gonna do with them? I don't want to get rid of them.
Exactly, 100%, man. College football is in a beautiful spot. I think financially and just the health of the game, all of the above. Again, you don't overdo it. A chef can there's a such thing as putting too much seasoning in your food. You got the right amount of seasoning. You go to 16, maybe you need a little bit more of that black pepper. But 24, that's overdoing it. Let's move on, fellas. Much to my delight. I'm going to start with you on this one take. Dabo fired shots at Notre Dame. Fair or foul? Now, I think he sent some shots at Ohio State too. But fair or foul on this?
Yeah, I'm going to go foul, man. And it's only because of one reason, though. Like, why are you worried about the next man? You know, it be too much. It really be too much pocket watching. Okay, we all know Notre Dame got money, and we know that the level field ain't played on the same level field. But what are you going to do? Because I just seen Sig win with a $20 million roster. It couldn't have been no more than $20 million. So where's your game lacking at to where Sig just won with 20 million and you are over here complaining about a team that you don't even know how much they even spent it in the first place? You get what I'm saying? Now, I can get you saying Ohio State's name. We know Ohio State got a $30, $40 million roster. We get that. I can hear you saying a multitude of people's names. But what you really mad at is that you ain't won lately and that you feel like you're playing from behind with the money. So, and listen, and the foulness only really comes from pocket watching. That's been a cause. Pocket watching in women has been a cause to a lot of men problems for a long time. You know what I mean? This ain't just made up. History is already history. History just repeats itself. And I'm gonna leave it there.
What you got on this, Rob?
I feel one take Zay on why he said it's foul and that one reason you shouldn't be pocket watching and all that. I do agree 1,000%. But I'm going to say it's fair because the reality is, listen, they're going to talk some stuff about Notre Dame because they are trying to push Notre Dame into the corner and force them into a conference. And I think coaches out there that want to see that happen, they feel like Notre Dame, you're doing what you're doing. It's fair game. We can say what we want. We can do what you want. And the reality is, they can, because as long as they are saying what they're saying to force Notre Dame into a conference, he's talking about they print their own money, and he talked about the record that they got against them and all that stuff. He's just trying to force Notre Dame to have to be in a conference. He's trying to get some rallying people around him to rally to try to make this thing happen. And I'm okay with that because the reality is, as long as Notre Dame stays independent, they're going to be rolling in the dough because they're going to forever be in the college football playoff. I believe going forward because the way they're recruiting, the coach they got, the players they got, I think they're going to be in a good position to make the college football playoffs and just run away with all that bread. So I think it's fair for him to be able to say those things that he's saying. Some of it is partially true. Some of it is not true. But I understand why he's doing it. And I think that's fair.
My man, I don't disagree with you much, but I got to disagree. I disagree with you on this. Of course, I disagree with you with where you rank LeBron James of all time, but that's a different story. Listen, man. Dabo Swinney shouldn't be worried about Notre Dame. I've never, and this isn't the first time a coach has taken a shot at Notre Dame. I've never seen Marcus Freeman get behind a microphone and talk down on any program. Even with the back and forth with USC, I've never seen that man talk down on any program. He's always big up in every program, none but class. Here's my issue with Dabo. You just got, 9 players drafted in the NFL draft? 9. And you went 7-6. You complained about NIL. You complained about the transfer portal. Your program has been falling behind. Why the hell are you worried about what anybody else is doing?
Cook up there, Post. Cook.
That's my issue with it. And it's not even like I respect Coach Dabo Swinney. I think anybody talking about him being fired is ridiculous. He's been a winner at Clemson. He's done some great things. He's had some great quarterbacks. But bro, why would I be okay? Why my house just blew down, right? Why would I be talking about Rob's house? That makes absolutely no sense to me. So I'm going to call foul on Dabo. Get your house in order before you talk about somebody else's dog. Let's welcome to the stage T1 of City League TV. How you doing, homie?
We got T
I'm doing great. What it do? What it do? What it do? Hey, y'all know it's just another beautiful day, man. It's just another beautiful day. Y'all know what I'm doing right now, so I lost track of time. You know what I mean? So I just looked at the time like, dang, man, it started.
Hey,
Y'all
baby,
know
we don't know
I'm
what
watching
you're
them
doing. We know
Cavaliers,
you
man.
working, though. We know you working. We know you got one of your many hats on.
No doubt, man. I'm just chilling right now, watching the game. We working right now on that WTP Sports Dudes. That's what we working with right now. Good to see y'all, fellas.
Oh yeah, always a pleasure, man. I wanted to get your thoughts, man, on the 2014 playoff expansion. Are you in favor of that?
Yeah, I am. But really, I mean, why go 24 and not just go ahead and do 25? We've been doing the top 25 forever. So I like that 25, and maybe you might even have a 26 with the playing game with 25 and 26. You know what I mean? So I like it, but I don't know why you're going to go to 24, and we've been doing the top 25 forever. Like, make it make sense to somebody.
So you in favor of going 24?
Absolutely. I think it should have been the top 25 when they first started it. You know what I mean? When they first started adding multiple teams. I mean, just think about it. That's all we hear, right? Top 25, right? True or false?
T1.
So,
them are facts. Them are facts.
I'm just
That's
saying,
what we
true
hear
or false?
from day one. That's facts.
That's all I want to know.
We just did our post
Okay, so I just said true or false. Yeah, so you know, like it should be top 25. And then, like I said, if you want to do some entertainment, you got that 26 team and you got the playing game even with that. And throw an extra one in there. But I'm with the 24.
Do you know what that's going to do for the regular season?
I would say it don't matter. It's football. They done went to 17 in the NFL. So right now you're getting paid. You're a professional athlete. So guess what? That's just, you only got 12 on the schedule. 13 if you make it to a championship game. 14 for a bowl game. Hey, you got 18 in you, 17, whatever it may take. They've been doing this in Division I AA, Division II, and Division III forever. And they've been doing it with 16. So we still haven't gotten to where they at, where the little guys at.
I'm with 16.
Hey, T, I ain't even mad at your thought process, even though I'm against it, because I be thinking like this too. You still got to fine tune your team, or you ain't gonna win it. We just seen it, like we just seen it with us. You got to fine tune your team, so you better play some good games.
It's a dirty game.
I disagree.
It's a dirty game. I do too. Go ahead, Post.
You disagree with what you just said?
No, I'm like agreeing with you. Like, well, no, I'm saying that we don't need no tune-up games. We got Ohio State, Texas right off the bat. You know what I mean? Like, no, you better be ready for whoever you play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is though. You got, like, we seen it with us last year. We skated through the season. We had Texas early, but that whole middle part of our schedule ain't get us ready for the playoffs. So we lost the Big Ten championship, and then we lost our first game in the playoff because we wasn't ready for the fucking moment. We had all these dudes go in the draft, and I do not blame Ryan Day for that. I blame that we had a lot of first-time year starters, and they ain't get sent through the ringer. That's why I love this year's schedule, and that's why I feel like Ohio State fans should be excited because we about to play a schedule to where it ain't no weeks off. No, you better show up every week. Show up every week.
So Zay, so what you saying is they're gonna be in trouble come playoff time.
Yeah, because if iron
because we're gonna be ready for it.
You gotta play against the best.
Yeah,
you gotta play against the best week in and week out, so you don't get lazy.
T1,
right?
I'm gonna put it.
Yes,
I'm gonna put it. Before you join, I'll put it like this because I don't think we should go to 24. So check this out. You on a date. You got the pretty young lady. Y'all go out on a date. You eat good. Maybe you got the porterhouse, whatever the case may be, right? And
Right.
all you need is that slice of chocolate cake, and you set. You don't need anything else. Your night is set. You order the
Right.
chocolate cake, and they bring you out a strawberry cream cheese butter pecan pound cake. Right? That's too much.
Right. Just,
We ain't trying to
yeah.
have no heart attacks or nothing like that, bro.
I got you.
To me, that's the sweet spot. 16. 16 is the sweet spot. 24, you putting too many ingredients in the meal. We don't need to see we don't need to see 7 and 6 teams competing for a title. We don't need to see conference championships go away. We don't need the regular season to be overlooked. College football is in a great position right now, and I think they overdoing it trying to go to 24.
Hey, post game.
But post game, go ahead.
Always,
yeah, because I was about to say you went before me.
I really feel like the sweet spot is 8 teams because every year you go into it, bro, you're never going to see more than 8 teams that you feel like is going to win it all. You might see 4 or 5, but you might think the next 3 might give them 4 or 5 a game. 8 is really the sweet spot, but they getting greedy.
I'm not mad at that statement either. But fellas, how many years have we had?
Go out.
You say what?
I said, let me help y'all out.
With
this top 25 I'm talking about. That's why I deserve to be on the committee. Like they got me here in Columbus, I'm just chilling. I deserve to be on one of these committees. You hear me? What I'm saying? I be making stuff up, man. You know what I mean? People be thinking I'm crazy, but y'all know I think I always make sense, right? So what I'm saying, we're going with this top 25. And we're going to keep it the top 25 because that's just what it is. We giving that 6 and 6 team an opportunity because that 16 been playing in the Big Ten and they done been through some things. You know what I mean? And why not give them a chance, an opportunity like that NCAA basketball? You know, and then we give like the top. I don't know how people feel about buys, but you know, we can throw some buys in there, and then you have
T-Y, you breaking up real bad.
Hey, I listen. I heard everything he said. He was breaking up, but I get exactly what he was saying. Only thing I know is Oregon lost 23. Hey, Oregon lost 23-0 last year, and they was like one of the best teams in the country. Absolutely not.
Absolutely, but one second.
Yeah, he breaking up bad. He might have to go out and come back in.
Yeah, go out and come back in, my man. I don't know, fellas. It just seemed like I don't, man, why you don't, like, it's already beautiful. It's already set, man. You get steak and potatoes, that's all you need. I just think going to 24, man, you just doing too much. And we fresh. This is only what, year 3 of 12? We don't even have enough sample size for the 12.
Nah, you on it, Post. Everybody on it. T1 on it too, though. You know, because I get T1's side of it. I really do.
25.
I'm saying let's make this money. But look. But that top, like, well, no, we're gonna say the bottom. 12 is gonna bang it out, and they gonna start on championship,
fam. Yeah, you in a bad area. You in a bad area, fam. You in a bad area. We can't hear you. You definitely sound like a robot. You in a bad area.
Yeah, you breaking up real bad, homie.
Yeah, you in a bad area for sure.
Let's move on, man. We can stay on this topic for another 5 hours, man.
All right, we can cook up how we cook up about one topic for 2 days. Really, though, Post.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about that, my man. So I'm gonna swing it back to you, Rob, and let's switch gears to the WNBA. WNBA general managers were polled, and 33% said they would start their franchise with Paige Beckers. Caitlin Clark and Asia Wilson were tied with 20% for second. You respecting this or checking this?
Man, I'm checking that, man. He tripping. Listen, Paige Becker is really, really talented. She's really, really good women's basketball player. But you find guards like that all throughout the WNBA, bro. It's tons of them. Just about every team got one. But not every team has an Asia Wilson. I think Asia Wilson should have been 33 and Paige Becker should have been 20. There's no way that any of those general managers could believe that a player like Paige Becker should be the one they start their franchise with when you can get a player like that in just about every single draft. But do you get a player like Asia Wilson in every single draft? Like I said earlier, you can go to probably every team and find a player who can get you buckets and can play like Paige Becker. Every roster, but not Asia Wilson.
100%. Zay, what you got on this, man? WNBA general managers were polled. 33% said they would start their franchise with Paige Beckers. Caitlin Clark and Asia Wilson were tied for second at 20%. You respecting this or checking it?
Man, I'm respecting it all the way. What is Rob talking about? Like what? Come on, OG. Come on, big homie. What's up? What are you talking about? We're talking about the young Paige Beckers. Hey, it's her and Juju. You hear what? Hey, listen, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it real slow for the people that's watching out there in the building. I will not be a fan of a WNBA team because I ain't grow up in it. Like the kids that's growing up now, they grew up in it. Me, I didn't grow up in it. So I got to wait for my person to get into that franchise for me to be a fan of that team. And I don't care. I'm so loyal and solid that wherever Juju go, when Juju get drafted, that's going to be the first WNBA jersey I own. I'm going to like that team for the rest of my life, win, loss, or draw. And you got to understand things like this. Asia Wilson, we know she the face of the league. We know she monster. But how many more years you got out of her? Paige, she going to give you a whole young person career. Asia been there, though, for real, for a little minute now. No, you got to go with Paige. And I understand why people want to go with Paige because this ain't no Caitlin Clark type of situation where we talking about. This ain't, she ain't the best player at her position. No, you can identify Paige Beckers as something Paige Beckers got like a Maya Moore game / like a smaller point guard. Like I can't even put my finger on it right now, but she got a different type of game. Like she got 3-level scoring. She got the handles, and she's 6'1". Like she got everything that you ever needed. Like she's like one of the coldest you ever seen at her position, and you don't even know she a guard / forward. Like she can guard guards that's 6'3", 6'2". You know what I'm saying? So nah, I can't go over Paige Beckers. And let me mention this while we on the WNBA, because I don't even know where we moving, but Postgame, you can stop me if I'm moving too fast. What the hell was they doing cutting Haley Van Lith? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? Like, see, this is the problem I be having with the WNBA, and I'm cooking up right now. I'm sorry, guys. I'm rambling. Why the hell did they cut Haley when she just was a first-round pick? Like, y'all just gave up on her? Nah, WNBA got to work on player development. Like, why cut her? Now she in, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Post, you might know. She in Chicago, right?
She was in Chicago. But I think the thing with Haley is because I think that is a little bewildering for a lot of people who keep up with the WNBA. But the thing was, I think it was more mutual than them telling her she got to go, because of the new coach's play style.
Okay. Because I seen she got dropped and then they picked up a point guard though. You feel me? And they got Skylar Dickens over there. So like, how many of them point guards is really playing? You feel me? I don't know. I just seen it from a bird's eye view. So I thank you for that information.
Right on, Zay. What T1. So let me get back to the question. Okay, here we go. The WNBA general managers were polled, and 33% said they would start their franchise with Paige Beckers. Caitlin Clark and Asia Wilson were tied for second with 20%. You respect that, or are you checking it?
Ooh. Man, that's because me personally, I'm taking Asia. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know how she all the way back there at the back, but I'm taking her, and I like Beckers. Beckers is like, she cold. But and then I see Caitlin Clark, and of course y'all can call me a homie or homer or whatever y'all want to say, but it's a teammate on her team, and her name is Chelsea Mitchell, and she cold. And she deserved to be talked about. You know what I mean? But they got her there. So if I can put Asia, and look, I go and grab Kelsey to go up over there with her. But no, nah, I ain't respecting that.
Yeah, fellas, I'm not respecting this. I'm checking this. Paige Beckers is going to be a monster. She hasn't done anything yet. Asia Wilson is in year 8. She has multiple championships. She has multiple MVPs. She's one of the greatest players of all time. I know what I'm getting with Asia Wilson. Paige Beckers is still a baby. Caitlin Clark is still a baby. There's no way in the world, if you give me the chance to pick between these three ladies, that I'm picking anybody but Asia Wilson. And I love Paige. I love Caitlin, but I'm sorry. The proof is in the pudding, and that pudding is telling us championship jewelry. So I'm going Asia Wilson. Any closing thoughts on this, fellas?
Yeah, I want to ask you a question, Post. I want to ask you a question. Now, are you picking Asia if you the owner and you trying to make some money off of buying this franchise, or are you picking her as a GM and you want to win the championship, or the coach and you want to win the championship? And maybe the answer is the same for you, but I got to ask the question.
Both, my brother. Both.
Hey, I don't know. You know, Caitlin Clark, she's very what you call it, Rob? What you call it?
You talking about Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, you could promote her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can promote these. Asia Wilson, I just started seeing her on commercials for real. You know what I mean? I really did. But it was always with Bam. It was with Bam. I seen her on a couple commercials with Bam. I just understand the business side of things too, though, you know, and these evaluations. And that's a thing I feel like we got to talk about, because when we talk about these women in their games, how promotable are you and how likable are you to these kids? Because these kids is who's going to grow up and going like really push y'all's agenda. You know what I mean? For y'all to make more money. It's not us. It's not us. We already like who we like. You know what I mean? So, man, I always think about that too, though. Like, who's the most likable? I think Angel Reese is more likable than Asia Wilson. Like, I would start my franchise with she in Atlanta.
Well, I think that's a different scenario. Are you trying? If you asking me, am I trying to win? There's nobody in the WNBA I'm picking over Asia Wilson. If you trying to make some money, okay, now you talking one take. If we trying to make money, if we trying to put behinds in seats, there is one or two other players that I'll take to start my franchise. But if it's about winning, word to Herm Edwards, you play to win the game. I'm going with Asia. Any other thoughts on this?
When you got that combination, though, who is it? Winning and money. Because you got to be, it's like Luka. You got to be promotable and you got to win games.
I mean, for me, I value winning. But if you want to mix getting some money, the money gonna come with winning. Asia Wilson has her own shoe. No kid, like I'll tell you this. I've never been around female basketball players where I'm from, and they talk about Caitlin or Paige. Never. Yes, they're marketable. Those two ladies we talking about, but you got to think about who's making them marketable, who's pushing that, what fan base are they bringing in? It's a huge difference. Any other thoughts for us before we move on? Okay, cool. So, my next question, and we can start with T1 on this. Do you think Aaron Rodgers is a better fit for Pittsburgh or Arizona at this stage of his career?
Ooh. I don't know. It's hard for me to say that I would go over Brissett in Arizona than Aaron Rodgers, because I need to see somebody get Maserati Marv that ball. But I think he fit real good in Pittsburgh too, because all Pittsburgh need is a quarterback that can not turn the ball over. You know what I mean? Hand it off, get the first downs, however you got to do it, and be smart with it. So I think it's a better championship type fit in Pittsburgh, but you know, something inside of me says that I wouldn't mind seeing him in Arizona. And then what if he get to strike gold and rejuvenate his 1 year left in the league career in Arizona? So it looked like it could be real good for him on both ends, but I say stay in Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh is a championship organization and they know how to do it.
Rob, so do you think Aaron Rodgers is a better fit for Pittsburgh or Arizona at this particular point of his career? Now, keep in mind, I believe he's expected to sign with Pittsburgh, but I just thought, you know, seeing as Arizona is having trouble with signing Brissett or he wanting big money, and they having the opportunity to pick up an Aaron Rodgers to put with Maserati Marv, with Jeremiah Love, and McBride at tight end. They got a lot of weapons. What do you think about this?
Timeout, post game, real quick. Timeout. And my fault, Rob. I ain't trying to step on your toes, but post game, I forgot Jeremiah Love went there. I think Aaron Rodgers might want to. If Arizona was coming with that bag to go get him, I would go get. I'd give him a bag and tell him to come over here. I forgot about Love. So now we talking about a whole nother level, and all we got to do is have a line that's going to protect him. And now that looks a little better to me. Now you take Jeremiah Love out of it, because I forgot about that post game. So go ahead, Rob.
Man, you sent Aaron Rodgers to the freaking Arizona Cardinals, and Jeremiah Love going to have a target on his back, because they know Aaron Rodgers ain't going to be able to do nothing but turn around and hand it to Jeremiah Love. He ain't going to find my man,
Marvin Harrison
from Ohio State.
Marvin Harrison
Jr. He ain't gonna find him. He had an opportunity to find the other kid from Ohio State. He ain't find him either. Man, he need to stay in Pittsburgh, where the system is already set for an old dude like him, and all he got to do is manage football games. In Arizona, he gonna need to win football games, and that's not gonna happen. I would not want to see old man Rodgers in Arizona with them young bucks who trying to go out there and play. This old fogey story gonna slow them down. I do not want to see him there. Stay in Pittsburgh. That's your best bet, because you ain't ready to go out there and run with them young bucks.
Good point, man.
Yeah, it don't even. I'm sorry. Post, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, good point. Go ahead, Cook.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. Aaron Rodgers do not want to go to that division. It's simple. They're gonna be the worst team in that division, regardless. It don't matter who they add right now or nothing. They got two teams in that division that's like high-powered teams, in my opinion, and they got great coaches. So it's like, bro, what are you gonna do? It's nothing they can do in that division. Absolutely not. You might as well keep on stacking assets and staying at Pittsburgh. You got a better chance with Joe Burrow and these other guys out there, or whoever the fuck you got to play. Like, what are we talking about? It's not even close. Like, what are we talking about? Like, hey, Aaron Rodgers do this shit every year though. He already he meditating somewhere right now. He gonna come back once he get all his meditation, and I think that's a part of like how he live his life and religion. So I ain't talking down on it. I'm being respectful to it, but I'm saying like he's somewhere meditating right now for real. He getting his mind right for this year. Everybody think he going somewhere. He not going nowhere. He about to stay there. He got 3 targets. He got Michael Pittman and he got DK Metcalf, and they just drafted Jeremy Bernard. So you got them 3 dudes. You figure out. I think Warren left. Is Jalen Warren still there?
No, I believe he left too.
Yeah, he left. I think he left. But
I'm in the building.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got to staple some running backs in there. But that division gonna be tough. Period. Like everybody did what they're supposed to do in that division. So that division gonna be tough. So you got to take your blows and go into the season and you got to shoot your shots. You know what I'm saying? Shoot your shots and don't play scared, and hopefully health don't get you. You know what I mean? That's how tough that I think that division gonna be though. That division is tough.
Yeah, fellas. I mean, I think Pittsburgh is the better fit. You know, given and I don't even know if it's gonna be the same Pittsburgh though, because now you got Mike McCarthy at head coach. I don't know if they're gonna have that same run the ball, play strong defense. Mike McCarthy has a totally different mindset than Mike Tomlin. But just hear me out on this. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is as bad as we think. I mean, look at his stats from last year. Over 3,000 yards passing, 24 touchdowns to only 7 picks with a 94.8 rating. That's not bad. Now, you telling me you put Aaron Rodgers in a situation, and of course, this is not Green Bay Aaron Rodgers, but you put him in a position where he got Marvin Harrison Jr., Jeremiah Love, and Trey McBride at tight end, and you telling me he can't cook a little bit? Yeah, I'll put it this way. For that team and how Arizona is constructed, I would take Aaron Rodgers over Brissett right now.
Hey, Postgame. Guess what people forget a little bit? Arizona's defense is not bad. That's what I'm saying. When you reminded me that Jeremiah Love was there, if I was Arizona, I would be pursuing Aaron Rodgers, and I would throw him a bag. I would throw him a bag because I see quarterback leadership on that team. And as I stated, they have a pretty good defense. It's not like it's a team that doesn't have a good defense. Arizona has a good defense. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can get that veteran at quarterback, and Brissett is a veteran, so I don't know. Maybe they see something there. That's why I say that's the only thing that would make me not want to do that, because I think Brissett is enough of a veteran, and if he can get the protection, he can do some things, especially with Jeremiah Love there.
Yeah, I like the point. I like the point Zay made about that division being really tough, though, because you think about Seattle, you know, the 49ers are trying to come back with a vengeance. So I think that was a really strong point made. Go ahead, Zay.
Hey, listen, we gotta understand who we dealing with too, though. Aaron Rodgers is not the friendliest quarterback. He don't just like people. Like, we act like chemistry don't matter in sports. Where everybody that plays sports in this chat, we know he don't even regularly like people for real. Like regularly. He gonna like vets. He gonna try to get his guys in. He was in Green Bay and he was sending guys out and in. You know what I mean? He liked his guys that he had though at receiver, and it's still a few guys over there. But like you go to Arizona with new dudes like Jeremiah Love, and Jeremiah Love, he gonna be a stud. I really believe that. He got to still show and prove. Aaron Rodgers don't like guys that got to show and prove. Aaron Rodgers like guys that he got chemistry with, and he know you done been in the league for a couple years. Like he ain't no regular ass dude like that. Like he just not that dude. Like everybody already heard the noise about this before. Like this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new about Aaron Rodgers. And you talking about a 40-year-old quarterback. Like, he definitely stuck in his ways. He always been.
Yeah, I mean, strong points as well. I think, though, it's going to be so interesting when he signs back with Pittsburgh to see him and Mike McCarthy kind of interacting and how they're going to get along, seeing how things ended in Green Bay. Any closing thoughts before we move on, fellas? No?
Oh, good.
Let's get to Rob's favorite player, the LA Lakers. I'm going to start with one take on this. One take, can the Lakers win one game against OKC? And if so, how do they get there?
Man, listen, I've always been a firm believer for all my life that if you a great player, when the lights is the brightest, you'll get one game. Maybe you get swept here and there, but LeBron, no. Everybody watching, and he gave 1,000% of the energy game one. So game two is like, damn, what you gonna do? Hey, I stayed up and watched game one, and even though I knew I had to wake up at 5:30, I watched the whole game. You know what I mean? I watched the whole game, and Brown balled out. He just a specimen, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see nothing else out there with him. Like, they talking about AR want the extension. He gonna get the extension? No, y'all better. Hey, Lakers, y'all better not give him the extension. As a longtime Laker fan, y'all better not give AR extension because this is the second time in a row we seen that he don't show up in the playoffs. He can do whatever he do. He belong in the Brooklyn Nets. That's how I feel about AR, and that's just real talk. He belong on the Brooklyn Nets. Let him go get 30 a game and get his money. And I love him though. I rock with him, but you gotta send these dudes off because some dudes ain't meant for LA. And when them lights is the brightest, but that's when you gotta play. And Bron, I got a respect for Bron because he had 41 and he's showing up. And these niggas, I'm sorry. Let me calm down. This is my team. I'm getting a little hyped up and biased. These dudes is not playing. Like we got 7 points, 8 points, and yeah, we is missing 30. We missing 30 from Luka, you know what I mean? But damn, we was in the game with OKC, who is the best team. They've been the best team for the last 2 years for real. Like if you really want to mind it, yeah, they on a one game, they on a one championship win streak. But this is a team that I identify as a team that's really been the most likely to three-peat in a long time since Kobe. Let's not mention that though. That's another topic and another story for another day.
You think that's interesting? You think OKC has a chance to three-peat?
Yes, I do, because they got one dude that you can identify that is going to be a Hall of Famer on their team. And then the rest of the dudes, they just really good dudes. They're really good at basketball. They're not Hall of Famers, though. Who's a Hall of Famer on OKC right now? No, it's Shea. Shea going to average 30 for the next 5 or 6, 7 years. It's already been 4 in a row. He do it 2 more years in a row, and then he win 2 more championships in a row. He top 7 all time right now. I don't even care about whatever else happened because it's not nobody you can identify that did that. And so that's what I love.
You got the Lakers getting at least one game in this series?
Hell no.
Sweet. TY, can the Lakers get one game? And if they can, how?
The NBA is going to give them one game. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the NBA going to give them at least one game. I said there's no way that they get two. And I don't think they want to sweep Bron up out of here. Or they might say, let's hit him with the sweep and let's make him get mad for his farewell tour in Cleveland. But because y'all know he known for getting mad and stuff. But that's all I got.
Bron going to New York next year. He going to New York.
What you got on this, Rob? Can they get one game, and if so, how?
Nah, they can't get no game, man. I hate to say that my GOAT LeBron James will not get one win against OKC in this series. I just can't see it happening, man. I don't think he has a cast of players around him that he could will to a win. It ain't happening, man. They getting swept.
Hold up.
I'm gonna give it up right now.
Hey y'all, I think this the big homie Rob trying to set us up for one. He trying to set us up right here, right now. Talking about it's gonna be a sweep, but when they get that one victory, he gonna come in here talking about the LeBron is the GOAT, and LeBron don't have no help, and he had to get this victory. Rob, I see what you're doing, big homie.
Hey, T1, you can't get mad at that, though, because that's what LeBron fans do.
Well, listen, man, I don't think the Lakers can get a game. So if I'm LeBron James, you don't have Luka. AR seems to be, I don't know, whatever the case may be. Maybe he's rusty. Maybe he comes on. But if all is how it's been as far as game one is concerned, if I'm LeBron, I'm going out trying to get a 50-point triple-double every single game. If I know I'm not going to win.
Only facts.
If I know I'm not going to win, I'm aiming for 50 every single night.
Only facts.
Any closing thoughts?
Hey, he just better go out there and try to drop records, Post, because that's his best argument in the GOAT conversation.
All right, y'all. Let's turn to my Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to start with you on this, Rob. What should the Indianapolis Colts do with Anthony Richardson? Keep in mind that they gave him permission to seek a trade and nothing has shooken. What should they do with him?
Pack his bags, and send him go on his way. Listen, he's had every opportunity to try to will that team and be the leader, and he either can't stay healthy or he can't get the job done. It's time to move on from him. He's been there, this will be his fourth year there in Indianapolis. It's time to move on, especially when you had a Daniel Jones that came in and was lighting it up, right, until he got hurt. So, I mean, it's time to part ways with Anthony Richardson. I don't think he's suited to be the quarterback in the NFL. So go ahead and pack his bags.
What you got, one take?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. So, I think it's a lot of brand bias out here. Like, and I ain't gonna cap about this. I be thinking about Justin Fields. And Justin Fields, Terrell Pryor, I be thinking about guys that came out of my program for a long time that could really be something, and people not just having no respect for them because they had to go through it first, And I think people giving up on Anthony Richardson too fast for real. Like if you the Jets, you got Geno, okay, that's cool. All right, why you ain't gonna get no dynamic like playmakers in that room though? Like who behind Geno? Like who? So I'll be like confused about, and I'm actually happy for Justin because he at the Chiefs, so he'd be able to learn through a quarterback guru with Andy Reid and somebody that's like, you know what I mean? Somebody, like I don't know if he gonna be able to make, but he on his last contract in my opinion, like for real. But I don't know if he gonna be able to make something out of it or not. But I'm looking at dudes like this, like bro, what are we talking about? What are you talking about? He trash. You know, trash. You're trash, bro. Like, you didn't do nothing in college. Hey, we already got the stats that if you don't start at least 2 years in college, you usually don't pan out. We looking at Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson went 13th this year. Like, why are we? Ty Simpson can at least sit though. You know what I mean? Like, no, trash. All right, I'm done rambling.
What you got, T1? What should my coach do with Anthony Richardson?
Hey, send him to Arizona for a 4th rounder or a 3rd rounder. See if Arizona. Well, actually, that would be Arizona reaching out to y'all and telling y'all, "Hey, we'll give you a 4th rounder." And as they're telling y'all that, you know, they got one of them eyes closed a little bit and they looking and they seeing like, let me see if they're gonna buy this. And if y'all so desperate to get rid of him for that 4th rounder, and he has the opportunity to get over there and, you know, see what it can do just in a situation, just because as one take was talking about, you know, my Buckeye Justin, and you have a lot of quarterbacks who you actually have to be in a perfect system in order for them to get the best out of you. And if you're not in that system, you're not going to look as good as you can look. So he needs to get out of Indy. You know, that's not working for him. So his days are numbered in Indy. There's nothing that the Colts can do for him. What they should be doing is seeing if anybody want him.
Hey, the Colts been looking for Andrew Luck since Andrew Luck left.
That's a fact. Fellas, listen. The Colts gave Anthony Richardson permission to seek a trade and find a trade partner. That has not materialized. So if Anthony Richardson can't find a team that is willing to trade for him, I hope he's been refining his game and becoming a better quarterback. Because guess what? Sure as the sun gonna rise, Daniel Jones is gonna miss a game, if not more than a game. And if Daniel Jones misses a game and Anthony Richardson is inserted into the starting lineup, that's your chance, young man, to prove to the world what type of quarterback you are. Anthony Richardson is extremely young. He had limited starts in college. He has all the talent. He just needs to be developed. And if I'm Anthony Richardson, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm being a good teammate. And I'm working on my game, because you just know you're going to get an opportunity if the starting quarterback goes out, if Daniel Jones goes out. So that's my thought on that. If they're not going to trade him, wait for your opportunity, seize the moment. That's it. Any final thoughts?
Man, I got a final thought. Listen, man, listen. Justin Fields, bags need to get packed. I'm all for them guys getting some checks. I am. But listen, man, they're not NFL quarterbacks, bro. Justin Fields, pack his bag, pack Anthony Richardson's bag, and send them dudes on their way. I wouldn't give him a 7th pick for that dude. A 7th.
Hey, T1, you hear the hate? You hear the hate? Justin Fields ain't even in.
Hey, I know. Hey, one
take. You hear the hate? It's Ohio State hate.
Let's leave him alone, one take. Hey, one take. We saw him. We saw it. Let's leave him alone. Hater.
Man, you two guys were talking about put the guy in the right system. There is no right system for them two dudes, man. Pack their bags.
He actually did good when he was in Chicago. They just had nothing around him. He did not do bad at all. Like, you have to look at his stats and not only look at his stats, but look what was around him. Like, it wasn't good.
Hey, I got muted. I don't know. I'm just saying he's a bad quarterback throwing the ball. But if you a bottom feeder team, you can put him in place and be a bottom feeder team and still get some yards on offense. That's what I know.
All right, y'all. We creeping up on an hour. I want to get this last question out the way. And I'm gonna start with you, T1. What do you, or Zay, my bad. What do you think expanding the NCAA basketball tournament brings to the public and do for college basketball?
Hey, so hey, I'm glad you put this question on the stream today, post game. You always be on your P's and Q's though. I like that. You know what I mean? We solid. We all the way solid with WTP Sports Dudes. So please like, comment, subscribe. Whoever your favorite person on the cast, if that's the only person you want to subscribe to, we cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? So let me cook up with this though. Hey man, we got the women's Final Four in the city next year, though. You know what I mean? Hey, college basketball ain't doing no wrong right now for me. They really ain't. And I just double this up on it too, though. They like to talk a lot about Big Ten football and and they be like, oh, yeah, this Big Ten team is trash. And even though UCLA is just like probably South Carolina or something, but like when you talk about basketball and you flip it over though, it's a whole totally different situation. So I like how the Big Ten be moving, and I'm a Big Ten guy because I'm a Midwest guy. I don't like the West Coast. I don't like the South. I like it when I go visit it or I'm on somebody's beach, but I'm just saying, I like how everything is moving for real because the Big Ten, they move on a different link. You know what I mean? The link is, the football teams, they fire. Yeah, you might got your 4 or 5 football teams though. We got something coming for y'all on Saturday where I'm gonna cook up more on my thoughts on what I'm thinking about right now. But the basketball, it's like a whole nother different situation where you turn the switch and you be like, it's a whole different group of teams. You know what I mean? I be confused why everybody think about just football though. Football and basketball, we own the sports. We own it. Big Ten own the sports, and that's it. T1, if you got anything else to say, I don't know. I'm gonna let Postgame go ahead with it.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
Take us home, Rob.
I like the fact that they're going to expand it only because I think it may give some mid-majors an opportunity to be on the big stage and allow some of their players who don't necessarily get to be seen on national television in the spotlight. It gives those players an opportunity to be seen. So I like it for that reason, but I think they're really expanding it so that they can get more of those Power 4 schools in the dance, which I don't necessarily like that. I like it for the mid-majors getting the opportunity to get more teams in there. I think one take Zay mentioned it about Akron, I think only losing one game and I don't even think they made it to the tournament. Or if they did, they had to win their conference championship game in their conference tournament to get in. Otherwise, they wouldn't have got in. So I don't like it. I don't like that kind of scenario. I like to see some more mid-majors get in so we can see some of those players get an opportunity to play on the big stage.
We'll take you.
Hey, Rob. So Akron, they ain't had a wins or nothing, right? That's why I like it on the basketball side. And that's why I be confused about the NCAA, because the NCAA is a governing body over all college athletic sports. You know what I'm saying? They're a governing body. That's what they're supposed to be, at least. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like I don't like and not to go all the way forward to the beginning of the stream, but yeah, we're going to tie all this shit together. Why the hell are we doing 2014? We thinking about doing 24 teams for football because we understand March Madness is March Madness. We get excited one time of the year. March Madness might be better than everything that you sing sports related. It's like more exciting than a lot of different things that you sing sports related outside of like the Super Bowl and You know, we talking about rounds though. It's just a Super Bowl. Yeah. The college football championship might be super exciting certain years. Certain years we know who's gonna win it. Like 10 years ago when Nick Saban was playing somebody in the championship game, we knew who was gonna win it. Like Nick Saban's gonna win it, probably. You know what I mean? But these are things that we gotta think about, because why the hell is certain stuff like this going on? Because the NCAA don't have a governing body. Like, they had 8 people looking over all NIL deals last year in football. How you got 8 people only doing that?
I think somebody giving. There you go. I think college football has the greatest regular season in sports. I think March Madness is the greatest tournament in sports. That's why I'm so opposed to going for 24 teams in college football. I don't want to water it down. But as far as college basketball goes, I think, this isn't as violent of a sport as football. I like them expanding the field. I think it's going to bring even more excitement. Our brackets are going to be bigger come March Madness, and it's a beautiful thing. And if my Irish are to make it to the Final Four, I'm going to be in Ohio for that. Any closing?
Hey, Paul.
Listen here. Listen, this is no longer college sports. That's what y'all have to understand. And y'all talking about, I want to keep the teams down. Keep the teams down. No, it's about that more money. So now I want to see college football looking like March Madness. And we got the top 25. We got the bottom 12.
Hell no. I don't care. Hell no. I ain't gonna let you talk your crazy shit. Why Postgame playing his outro music? Hell nah. Close this out. Postgame. Hey, let me and him keep on arguing.
Top 25. Let's go.
Hey, my dog, you can call me. Football. Hey, you can call me. We can argue about this shit for another hour. I promise you. Who are you talking about?
Listen.
Hell nah.
Y'all know the drill. Hit him with the Postgame. Hit him with the post.
Hold on. Fellas. There is no guarantee that you're going to make more money expanding the college football playoffs to 24 as opposed to keeping the conference championship game.
Yeah, we got one guarantee. Yeah, it's Notre Dame. Hey, we got the golden.
Y'all not listening to me. Y'all not listening to me. None of these teams that I'm talking about that's in the playoffs, see, y'all not listening. None of these teams that's in the college football playoffs are playing in the championship game. They're playing on championship week. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to set this baby off. Not only, and yes, it's going to bring in more money. So not only do you have championship Sunday, so now we got the college football playoffs that have started, and we got because I know I had teams in my conference that should have been in the playoffs last year.
T.Y., you got to stop, man.
I got teams in my conference that should have been in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, no. This is a good cook session at the end because I'm getting mad. Hey, I like when I get mad because y'all my friends. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting too mad. Hey, I'm going to call me. You know what I mean, T.Y.? Shut the hell up. You already know. Crazy, gang.
Man, let's get out of here, man. Listen. Fabulous show. I appreciate the homies as always. Rod with WTP Sports Dudes, for T1 with City League TV, for my man One Take with the One Take Zaya podcast. Yeah. We out of here. Peace.
Low post, mid post, high post. Postgame Sports.